Hey guys, welcome back to My Brush Choice. It has been over a week. Woo, what a week. And I actually really wanted to talk about something a little more serious. And it's this idea of the happy cancer patient. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's that smiling, bald magazine cover of the person saying, "I will beat this." An example of that just happy cancer patient. I want to talk about, is it a detriment to people who are going through things, people who have cancer or not even cancer, just going through life, where we are, for me, I feel like I'm not allowed to feel the spectrum of emotions. Like, I'm not allowed to be upset. I have to be this happy-go-lucky, oh, I have cancer, but I'm gonna be fine person. Because it makes everyone else feel good. I think that it hurts. It hurts the healing process. I have a lot of friends who are very holistic-y, granola-y type people. And they're wonderful and well-meaning, but there is this pervasive, we're not going to speak of anything bad because we don't want it to happen, because it manifests itself. It makes me angry. It's too hard to always be okay. And people want you to be okay. I know it's because they love you and they care about you, but I mean, you guys saw my video of me finding out I had breast cancer. I clearly was not okay in that video. And then my next video of me telling you guys I found it stage 1, I mean, I'm happy-go-lucky, everything is fine. And I spent that first week making a lot of phone calls and having to calm people down, saying, you know what, I'm okay, I'm fine, everything's gonna be fine. And yeah, I do believe it is going to be that way, but it's not the honest truth of how I feel all the time. I spent many mornings this last week, and really since the original MRI, with a pillow over my head, trying to just ignore the world. And this first week, I cried on that first day, and then didn't cry after. Until yesterday, when it just finally broke in me. It was a week of pretending I was fine. And you know what? I wasn't fine. And I'm not always going to be fine. And people who are going through this aren't always going to be fine. And I feel like it needs to be said that that is okay. That we are allowed to feel not always happy. I'm not saying that we're dwelling in it, but we can feel all emotions. I think this idea that everything has to be okay all the time, or this sense of being strong, that, you know, look at that person, they're so strong, they're smiling through this, becomes detrimental to others sometimes because they think, you know what, maybe I'm not strong enough, I'm not able to do this. I don't know if it's always a comfort for other people, because they don't see all of it. Because in all honesty, this past week, and even really since the moment I found out that there was anything even odd on my MRI, I have been quietly very self-destructive. I have not been eating well or regularly, which is always the first thing to go for me, is I don't feed myself well. I have not exercised. I have not meditated. I have not written a journal. I have not, there's so many things I have not done that I should be doing before getting surgery done of this magnitude. And that's self-destructive. But the face that I'm showing on the outside is that I'm strong and I'm fine and I'm healthy. And I think having these real discussions about it are needed. Because I think we fake it too much. And I think we show this idea that everything's fine, and it's not. And that's okay. And we don't always have to be positive all the time. So tell me your guys' thoughts. Comment below. Tell me if there's ever been a time where you felt you had to have this face of strength and really you knew you weren't doing good. But you didn't feel you were allowed to say your truth. I want this video blog to be about truth. Sometimes it's going to be good and sometimes it's not. But being honest. So please subscribe and share this with your friends. Because yes, it happens to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so let's show that breast cancer has many faces. Thanks, guys.
Like Muppet feet. I look like I'm Dr. Seuss. They're amazing.
I want to tell you guys, my mom died last year of ovarian cancer, July 5th. And I held her hand as she passed away, and it was the hardest week of my entire life, watching that and being with my mom for that. And a little over a year later, I have been diagnosed with breast cancer. And that sucks. And this idea that it's okay, it is, but it isn't. And those two things can live simultaneously. And I think maybe the Asian cultures have it right, this idea of yin and yang. But here in the States, we don't seem to have that idea that two things can live. You can grieve and still feel a little bit of joy. And you can think that everything's going to be okay. Think that you're going to survive this and come out the other side of this. And at the same time, be upset about it or want to hide away from the world.